We're joined today by junior goalkeeper Jackie Lorenzen and sophomore forward Danielle Daigle after a 2-0 loss to Albertus Magnus College on a wet, rainy day here on campus in Standish. Jackie, maybe you can start as a junior captain. Just talk about today's game and kind of the pace of the game. It was a one of those difficult contests to play with the weather and things like that. Just kind of talk about the game overall.
Well, we came out flat. We didn't really have pressure on the ball, and we weren't connecting passes. First half we started 4-4-2, which is what we usually do, and it just wasn't working for us in the formation. We couldn't get the ball to our forwards. We couldn't get shots off. Muddy field. Hard to possess the ball when it's muddy out.
Yeah, conditions certainly played a role. Danny, maybe you can talk to that. We saw many times where you hustled as hard as you could towards the ball and just didn't have it. Maybe it was attraction. What would you say?
I mean, you can hit the ball as hard as you can, and as soon as it hits a puddle, it just stops. And then if you're like sprinting, you sprint way by it, or it skips on the field, so it goes way faster, so I can't catch up to it.
Right, it just changes the pace of play altogether. What did they do? What did Albertus do to kind of slow up our offense a little bit, or to jam things up in the middle of the field, perhaps?
They're definitely very physical.
Yeah.
Yeah. A little scrappy.
Yeah, and their outside mids were making runs that our backs or our mids that weren't adjusting to them as well as they should have been. But I mean, as the game went on, I think we started to adapt to it a little bit better in the back.
But I think definitely the second half. What were some things that were talked about at halftime that led to some adjustments for some better results in the second half?
We actually changed our formation to a 4-3-3, so we could get the ball forward more and just play more direct like we were in the first half, which we didn't really transition very well from the 4-4-2 to a 4-3-3 like we should have.
Okay. Jack, maybe you can talk about the first goal of the game. Was there a defensive breakdown, or was it just a kind of an unlucky kind of that their player was in the right spot at the right time for the rebound?
And the shot came from my right side, and I went to make a save, and when it's slippery, you can't really make a clean save all the time, so I tried to make a clean save, but let up a rebound, and we were marking that player, but she still slipped past and put the ball in the net. I mean, it happens.
Yeah, that was a tough one.
Yes.
That was a tough one to let go. Well, guys, that's 2 tough losses in a row. Certainly you know that, but just kind of talk about how this team might rebound going forward, heading into more conference play this weekend.
I think that we just need to start playing more as a team. We've been playing pretty individual right now, and playing as a team will make our passes better and make more chances for goals.
I would agree with that. I think we need to be a team on and off the field rather than just off the field or just on the field, because I think it'll help us play better games and get the result we really want.
Is that something that Coach Bolanz has kind of been talking about with the team as well in practice and meetings and things like that?
Yes.
Now this stretch, other than a nice win over Anna Maria, has been a tough stretch for you guys. You played some really tough teams in conference. Hopefully you can get it going this weekend. You're at Norwich, which is always a tough trip, and then Mount Ida at home on Monday, Columbus Day. So guys, thanks for your time, and good luck this weekend against Norwich.
Thank you.